Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Yoga with Mason. Today we're going to be working on a fun little yoga and Pilates combination. So this is going to be so great if you're looking for strength and also flexibility all in one. So all you're going to need is your mat today. No props will be needed. All levels are welcome to this. If you are new here, don't forget to check out all my weekly videos. And let's go ahead and get started. All right, let's start with a little warm up. So we'll start in cat-cow. Shoulders are gonna stack over our wrists and hips are gonna stack over our knees. Let's go ahead and inhale, drop our belly to the mat. Bring your gaze up to the sky. Raise your tailbone up. Exhale, tuck your belly button in, pull your spine up, tuck your tailbone in, and let your head just fall in between your arms. We'll take that again. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Let's start to wake up our wrists and take some extra movements here. Start to wake up our hips and take some hip circles. Let's continue with those cat-cows. And let's take one more round of this. And we'll come back to a neutral spine. From here, we are going to widen our legs, bring your knees out to the edges of your mats, toes are gonna be touching, and let's go ahead and walk our arms forward. Let's just gently rest our head onto the mat. Take some nice deep breaths here. Let your belly fill up with air as you inhale. And release, exhale. Let's go ahead and walk our arms to the left side of the mat. Go ahead and put your right arm on top of your left if you want an additional stretch within that right arm. Breathe here. And then let's go ahead and walk to the right side of the mat. Again, for an additional stretch, go ahead and put that left hand right on top of the right. This will give a nice shoulder stretch in that left arm. We'll walk right back to center. Take one more moment here. And let's go ahead and push back into that tabletop. From here, we're going to start to thread the needle. Right arm is going to come all the way up to the sky. And then we're going to tuck it through under our left. Let's do a few rounds of this. Start to wake up the spine. And on this last one, let's go ahead and just rest our head on the ground. Leave your right arm stretched out. We'll take that left arm and bring it to the top of the mat. If this isn't comfortable for you, you can go ahead and just leave it right where it was. But if you'd like that additional stretch in your arm, you can go ahead and bring it to the front of the mat. Take some breaths here. And let's gently use our arm to push us back up. We'll repeat that on the opposite side. Left arm is going to raise up to the sky, and then we'll tuck it through. We'll do this a few times. Continuing with those breaths. Nice big inhale, and release, exhale. Let's do one more of these. And let's gently just rest our head on the mat. Again, if you'd like an additional stretch, right arm can come all the way up to the top of the mat. Breathe here. Let's take one more moment. And let's go ahead and push back up into a tabletop. From here, we're going to tuck our toes and lift our knees up off the ground just an inch or two. And we're just gonna hover. And we'll take a few breaths here. Really tighten your core and engage your thighs here for some support. Breathe through this motion. And next, we're gonna just start to pulse and drop our knees to the mat and back up. And let's do this for a few breaths. And we'll do this for 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're going to take a child's pose just for a moment. Really stretch out your arms and your thighs here. And now we're going to shift into a high plank. So make sure your body's all in one straight line. Stretch your fingertips out wide. And we're going to go ahead and shift from left to right. Left to right. And we're going to take this for a few breaths. We'll do this for 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Staying right here in plank, we're going to shift forward and back into a downward facing dog. So go ahead and plant your feet into the mat. Bring as much of a bend into your knees as you might need. And go ahead and push your heart into your thighs. Let's take a nice breath here. Take a moment to unwind. Maybe you can even add some pedaling of your dog, stretching out the backs of your legs. Maybe we can even shift our hips from side to side. Get a nice deep stretch here. And from here, we're gonna work on some core. So with our right arm, we're gonna shift back and touch our left ankle. Left arm, shift back and touch your ankle. And let's do this for 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. From here, we're gonna drive our right leg up to the sky, and we're gonna plant it between our arms and come up to a crescent lunge. Taking a nice deep breath here. Really try to shift your hips forward for a nice deep stretch. Lift your arms up to the sky. Or if you want, you can cactus your arms back for a nice shoulder stretch. Breathe here. Next, we're gonna go ahead and plant our left hand by our right foot, and we're gonna twist, bringing our right arm up to the sky. Let's go ahead and take that right hand and frame our foot once again, and let's press back into a downward facing dog. We're gonna repeat this on the opposite side. So let's drive our left leg up to the sky, and we're gonna plant it between our hands, put our back knee down, and raise up into a crescent lunge. We'll take a moment to breathe here. Let your hips really sink into the mat here. Feel a nice deep stretch. Let's once again cactus our arms back if that's comfortable for you. Bring your gaze up to the sky. And from here, we're gonna plant our right hand right by our foot, and we're gonna reach up for a nice twist. Let's go ahead and plant that left hand right back down. We are gonna once again shift into a downward facing dog. Let's go ahead and pedal out the dog for just a second. And then we're gonna inchworm our feet up to our arms, bringing a micro bend into your knees, or as much bend as you might need. We're gonna take a ragdoll and just sway back and forth. Whenever you're ready, let's start to make our way onto our bottoms. We're gonna do a little bit of abs now. So let's go ahead. We are gonna go down onto our forearms. Legs are gonna be bent in front of us. We're gonna raise them up to about a 90-degree angle. Really squeeze your core and your thighs here. And we're gonna start to do some toe taps. So I want you to inhale, exhale. And we'll tap for 10 more seconds. Focus on your breathing here. Squeeze your core. And 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's make our way onto our backs now. Legs are gonna be bent out in front of us. Let's go ahead and raise our arms up into the sky. And we're gonna also raise our legs up into the sky. We're gonna go ahead and drop our arms back, and while we do that, we're gonna drop one leg at a time. So arms back, right leg down. Up, left leg down. And we'll do this for 10 seconds. And 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. We can tuck our legs into our chest. Let's roll back and forth for a nice spinal massage. And release. Go ahead and plant your feet to the edges of the mat. And let's start to windshield wiper back and forth. Take some nice deep breaths here. Let's go ahead and stretch our legs long once again. We're going to pull our left leg up to our chest, bring it over to the right side of the mat. If you'd like, arms can stretch out wide and gaze can come to the left side. This will be our final pose here. And we'll switch sides. Left leg is going to drop. Right leg is going to come across. Arms are going to stretch out wide. And bring your gaze to the right side of the mat. We'll come right back to middle. Let's go ahead and rock ourselves up. Thank you so much for joining me on the mat today. I hope this was a nice, good workout for you to start your day. I post videos every Sunday, so be sure to check those out. And thank you so much for watching.